Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next down's coming up.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
That's caught. It's Parker. Oh, he got loose. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Parker. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. To the ground with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Utah 14, Arizona State 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Snap it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Direct snap. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. It's complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on... And they will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's send the tight end in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. Using the quick game. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking for space. It's Parker.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Utes want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Pushes toward the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got a man. It's McClain. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll go with the direct snap. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. To the air, it's Levitt. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught behind the line. It's Brown.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Utah. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He's looking deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save the hit and just get out of bounds.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller. And certain.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. All wideouts, no backs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at at the 29.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Set back by the earlier sack. Maybe a hint of desperation here, behind and going for it on 4th and long. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a grab on the shot. He is stopped short by the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The run from the shotgun. Across the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's good enough for a first down.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.